and her system went low quality.
Oh my gosh, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
And I started doing, I was in the shower this morning just doing like different facial expressions. And like if I do this, it helps me get more T-spine extension.
Huh. So some musculature that it moves your
Temporomandibular maybe, I don't know. But that's gonna be interesting.
Wow.
Yeah.
Alright. Let's get through the SARS.
Yep.
Ready, go. Ready, go. So after we get through this a bunch, and you're clearing it all the time, do you still continue doing SARS every time?
It depends on the person.
Go.
Like with Bob, I don't.
Ready, go.
Because I feel like his system's pretty hardy.
Ready, go.
Like with Sarah, we do it every session. So
ready, go.
Like she gets on the table right away.
Yeah, it's like
bang that out.
Ready, go.
Yeah, because
ready, go.
We found that there's
ready, go.
Oh, sorry, man.
Ready, go.
So I'm surprised that I can generate that. You want to try it again?
Yeah, or? Give you a little more. Ready, go. It feels like it's there.
Yeah.
It's hard. Amazing. It's not amazing.
It's hard, but I can do it.
If I was to give like 10 pounds, I would go.
Yeah.
Versus a lot, your system generally can handle like 10 pounds.
Yeah.
It seems like. Right?
Yeah.
Ready, go. Wait, let me try it again. Ready, go. Ready, go. How those feel?
I feel good.
Everything so far?
Yeah, I'm working at it, but it feels good.
Ready, go. Ready, go. Okay. Homework stuff this week?
Yeah, breathing, pelvic floor, and I totally forgot what the other thing I was supposed to do was.
Let's see. See, breathing, pelvic floor, and then we were doing the lumbar translation.
Yeah, I didn't do that, man. I felt really shitty after that. After all that torso stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, I was feeling like really blown up. Not like pain, but just like my system I felt pretty thrashed after that translatory stuff.
Okay. So, what would you recommend we do doing that? Because so far, most of everything we've done for you has been good.
Yeah.
So.
I don't know, man. I think that. I don't know. It felt like.
Do you want to test some of that stuff?
We could. Yeah, we could. To see what it feels like. Yeah.
So we had. Let's see. We had side.
What I usually do when I'm looking at torso translation, if I'm checking it again, I just hit the 4 points just to see, because I've seen it bounce so many times with people.
Keep it here. Ready, go. Ready, go. Ready, go.
Feels a little squishy there.
Ready, go.
That feels fine.
Just ready, go.
That feels fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, feels good. Check it seated too. Me and Jeremiah on Thursday did work on a lot of capital stuff. And that felt like that was making a pretty big difference systemically. Actually, like my ankle was feeling the best it's felt in a long time. So there was that too.
Okay.
Yeah. But we want to check. Yeah.
Ready, go.
Yeah, that feels way different.
Ready, go. Ready, go. Ready, go. And then we had right side bend. So we could try it here.
This feels way different also.
Ready, go. That's good.
That's
Okay, so
crazy that was feeling much.
Yeah, maybe it was just.
It might have been the translation. It might have been the capital stuff. I didn't do any translatory stuff though. I have been doing like a little bit of this on my own, like just kind of driving some left cervical rotation with like an OA closing angle on the left hand side. That does some pretty interesting stuff to me. So
do you feel like there are times when like this might have just been like this translatory, like it happened this week, you maybe just did something weird
for sure,
and
little
your system was like,
thing.
I'm over it, and
100%.
so like sometimes that might happen.
And sometimes I just go, okay, cool. Maybe I'll
like,
check it again in a month or whatever, next week or something. It takes 3 seconds to check stuff, you know.
Right. So the question is whether we want to go back and do that, continue with that respiratory screening.
We could throw some more in.
Go back into the CPG.
We could do both.
Okay.
We could just plow. I mean,
sweet. Then let's see here. So screening. Let's go. Keep going with this thing. So we didn't have right side bend on the table, so we could check that. Ready, go. Yeah.
it's okay.
Yeah. Okay. I guess we should check left just to make sure. Ready, go. Okay. So let's start left. Inhale. Ready, go. All the way. Ready, go. Ready, go. Ready, go. Okay. Check. So hip flexed, knee flexed, lumbar flexed.
Okay, so that'd be, and we'll just check hip flexion to make sure we're good here. Okay. But basically you're just gonna,
Ready, go.
So that's good. And so then I'm gonna lumbar flex. Like that.
Ready, go. Ready, go. Yeah, ready, go. Okay. Ready, go.
Oh, that's hard. Oh, that's hell hard. Okay.
Ready, go.
Oh. Okay. That fucking closing angle, man.
Yeah. Right.
So if we want to just stim that up, we could do that. Okay. And I can show you how to kind of do that with systematicity. Yeah, so if you come over here, so what we would do is start, because this is high quality, but that's pretty junky. So I would go just a gentle iso here, so I'm pushing into you, and then I would cue the person to lumbar flex as they're holding this.
And so for lumbar flexing, it's kind of slit. What is that? Posterior?
Yeah, posterior pelvic tilt. Exactly. Yep.
That seemed hard.
Yeah, that was tough. Yeah, it's a lot easier.
So like kind of giving you some like tactile cues.
Exactly. I'd be like, bring this together.
That's great.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, you're generating a lot more.
Yeah.
Good. So do this the general like 3 times.
Yep, 3 ISOs. If it looks high quality, I might test a myo, see what that looks like. Maybe do 2 or 3 myos, and then we could keep cooking, or you know, you get to make a decision at that point if you want to. If there's rationale to keep bringing this up, but.
Nice. Okay.
There it is. There we go.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah. gonna be high quality after that.
Mm-hmm.
Good morning. How's it going?
Good.
Is Kitty okay?
Kitty's okay.
I mean, was it a kitty vet thing?
What?
Was it a kitty vet thing?
Yeah.
Check in or?
Check in.
Yeah.
Yeah. My cat has kidney disease, so it's
Oh no. Yeah.
it's like, is everything okay? What stage? You know what stage?
Yeah.
Like, doing fine.
Cat things these days.
No doubt.
What's going on?
Okay, so.
You want to do it again or do you want to
No, it's good.
Test it. Okay, ready, go. Yeah, that's there. Definitely there.
Yep.
Okay.
Just the two of us.
Just
Yeah,
two
I
of
guess
us.
today.
Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Mike and Julie, I thought they were coming. It seemed like they were both coming today.
Yeah.
But
And didn't Christine say that she was cleared up again? Like she said, "Oh, I'm clear on Saturday now."
yeah,
What did she?
she just, I think that was her that texted saying she went to Red Bluff or
Oh,
something
I
like
didn't catch
that.
that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's right.
All right. Let's do inhale. Ready, go. Exhale. Ready, go. Ready, go. Ready, go. Okay.
Feels good.
Yep. So now we're going through the next section of respiratory screens. We've had leg and arm.
And then what I might do there, man, is on that queue up over there on the right hand side, like where the action is.
This over here?
Yeah, that little teeny column there.
Yeah.
I might gray that, like get a gray highlighter pen.
I think this is the one, yeah.
Yeah.
And then what do I do?
And then just squiggle in that. I'd probably set that up for homework for me to do.
Yeah.
It's a really easy one to do. You can just go here, ISO, and then lumbar flex.
And just like hold 30 seconds
Yeah.
until you reach the 3 years.
Yeah. Because that's that same garbage closing angle on that right hand side.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, it does seem like there's been a lot of different things we've seen.
Yeah, right, all this like
Yeah.
lateral stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Anterior. We haven't seen. I don't know if we've seen a lot of posterior lateral stuff, but.
Okay, so we got lateral lumbar flexion, ours anchored to table. Okay, ready, go. Ready, go.
What's the difference between frontal and lateral?
Same.
Why do you use different terms?
Frontal is the plane,
Okay.
and lateral is the movement.
Gotcha.
So like this would be lateral lumbar flexion in the frontal plane.
Okay.
This would be like hip flexion in the sagittal plane.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good question. Great question.
Okay, let's go. Inhale. Ready, go. Ready, go. Ready, go.
Oh my.
Inhale. That was going right.
Bye.
Bye bye. Oh, we haven't tested exhale yet. Left is okay. Ready, go. You get
It's
a little
okay
different.
if your arms are keeping you.
Yeah, this is with anchor.
Okay.
Yep.
Gotcha.
And then there'll be one that we do without anchor
Okay.
too. Yeah.
That's this next one's anchored as well.
So the anchor kind of gets you more testing through the lumbar spine, whereas the non-anchor kind of makes you stabilize with your thoracic spine. So we're kind of getting a difference between like this rib cage respiratory stuff and the lumbar diaphragm-y region. Yeah.
Okay.
It's interesting because you felt your ankle do a little click when you were breathing out.
Oh, really?
Then when we went, it didn't do it.
Oh.
I don't know if you noticed it.
Interesting.
Okay, so lateral lumbar flexion flexed. Arms anchored to the table. Ready, go. Am I pressing this way or am I
Yeah,
pressing
straight
down?
across.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotta try again. Ready, go. Okay. Ready, go.
Ah. Nope.
Let's try it one more time. Okay. Ready, go.
That feels better.
Yeah, I was wondering if it was just because you had already had it up here. You
Yeah.
just went straight across.
No fatigue there.
You want to try it one more time in a second?
Sure.
When you're ready. Ready, go.
Oh, that's interesting.
That feels good, yeah.
I'm inhaling when I do that.
Ah, interesting. Can you do it
I
neutral?
don't know.
Is it possible? Were you doing inhaling on this side too?
No.
Interesting. So some reason that flexed
Okay.
abducted makes you ready, go.
No.
Yeah. So it helped automate better. Definitely. Okay. Sounds.
What does the inhaling do?
It expands your rib cage, like gets you in more T-spine extension, kind of pushes everything open, whereas the exhale kind of squinches everything down.
That's that right again.
And with these guys, when I'm working these, I usually don't stack as many on, just because it's a higher load situation.
So we might just do
Like those two,
Yeah.
those 2 or 3, and just and then call it and keep rolling.
Nice.
Yep.
So at this point, do you want to try to work the lateral flexion neutral with the breath, or
Yeah.
try to get this one all night?
We could do both.
Okay.
Yeah, we could just. I mean, this at this point, it's like, I mean, is there rationale to do one over the other?
I mean, this is the neutral position seems more. It's a neutral more autonomous if you can do that.
Yeah.
That's the first thing to do before you get more complex.
Exactly. That's good rationale.
So left, and we're doing. I'm just gonna cycle some breaths because we're doing inhale.
Yeah, I'm gonna start exhale
Okay.
because I was good at it.
I'm just gonna ISO into you.
Yeah. Well, I just shifted my pelvis. Oh, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you generally keep track of like when you do treatments like this in this sheet here?
Yeah,
Or do you go
I usually do. I'll just like in the daily note, I'll make a note saying,
back to what you
like, or I'll just say like, refer to supine respiratory training.
Gotcha.
And if you really wanted to, you could like, write the date, but or like you could write the date from the starting one of this one today, or something like that.
Oh, nice. I like that. I like that a lot. Let's see here. So it's the 17th.
So yeah, it would just be like at the top. God, it's already the 17th.
Yeah.
It's fine.
No.
Nice. There you go. Getting there.
Yeah. Alexa, play lo-fi hip hop in the lab group.
Yeah, kind of intense for a second.
Yeah, I don't know what was
Like,
going on.
going hardcore.
I don't know. Was this from us last night?
What was last night? Miley Cyrus.
Yeah.
I don't. I'm gonna go with no, because then the last thing he said is the
I tried, yeah.
Happy Friday song.
What if the Happy Friday song morphed to this today?
Crazy Saturday song.
Wow.
Ready for our next one?
You waited about 30?
Yeah, I
30
did
seconds?
30 seconds, a minute. That was probably a little longer, but.
That feels pretty good.
So my dad, give you a lowdown on what he's doing. I mean, he's got like shoulder pain in his left arm and wrist, and his right arm doesn't have much, or right fingers don't have much feeling, kind of like numb. And so he wants to be able to, when he plays disc, he sometimes like releases weird because he can't feel.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
So those are like his two big complaints, and then his left leg is really like weak when he does like squats.
Oh.
And like he can't extend it as far as his right leg. Like it's so noticeable.
Oh, interesting.
Like he noticed it way before we even did any of this stuff.
Cool. Okay.
So those are like the big things. He wants to build strength on his and the left.
Nice.
And then, like hopefully alleviate pain in his.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
okay. This is gonna be fun.
Yeah.
What? Okay. Okay.
Ready, go.
Yeah.
All right.
What's going on with the feet?
Oh, it just feels good.
Happy feet.
Yeah.
So that.
What have you worked on with him so far?
So we went through like SARS, and then I've like tried to do a bunch of, and he like, I think the more recent ones, he didn't pass them, I think, when we did the assessment way back in like October.
Yeah.
But I think recently he passed, well, when I got him in here like a month ago, he
Cleared SARS.
He cleared SARS.
Nice. Cool.
But it was weird. That's what I wanted you to see, because it was kind of like this
Jumpy.
Yeah, a little bit. Like I'm like he had the quality, but it didn't seem like it wasn't like
Gotcha.
boom, solid.
Okay.
You know, and so that's what I'm like.
Okay.
And then I tried to test like his fingers and wrist stuff and like a bunch of different things.
Yeah.
But again, I was like,
Just unsure.
I don't know. Yeah, it just
Okay.
felt weird. Like,
Okay.
and even during the assessment, like when you did range of motion, like I felt like it was very limited, but it was limited in the same both like both things.
Okay.
But everything felt just kind of like having a hard time. I don't know.
He's like restricted, protecting, not willing to
And
be
he's like,
super...
I'm just not very I'm just really like,
Yeah.
I need to stretch and to, you know,
Yeah.
move more. And,
Yeah.
you know, not move more, but like, you know, be more flexible. And I'm like, I don't know.
Okay.
It's just, yeah, it's just a bunch of like weirdness where I'm like,
Cool. Do you have notes?
Yeah.
Okay, sick. I can go through those.
Okay, so let's see here. We're gonna try to do the
Flex with the...
just
Oh.
all right.
Oh, sorry.
No breath, right? We're just trying to get that.
Or just systematicing? Or,
I guess
no.
we should test it. We should test it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, ready, go. Yeah.
Yeah, it's better.
Cool. So then now we can do some tests on both sides. Ready, go. Okay.
Oh, I know what's gonna happen right now. Oh, I don't even want to do it. Alright.
The exhale.
Yeah. Oh, my body's like, bro, it's not gonna happen.
Not even close.
Yeah. I can't hold it up there. Wow. So, I mean, there's some pretty loud data around this anterior right lower quadrant of my system here.
Yeah.
So,
Does seem to be the hot spot.
yeah, big time. So, because this is a higher stress endeavor, the thing that you could do here, especially if we are just only promoting lateral flexion right now, is hold my legs to give me an assist. So like, you would like help me hoist and then be like push to the left.
Should I be more up like here? Okay. Whoa. Things are really happening.
Okay. And that's kind of are you
Okay.
fatiguing? Am I fatiguing? I mean, if your arms are getting tired, you know, but
Oh, no,
or
that's
me,
good. That's
yeah.
fine.
Oh, that's so hard.
That looked hard.
Pretty weird stuff.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. I think there's nerve impingement or something funky going on in this right lower area, my lumbar spine. So there's either like nerves compressing or decompressing when I do stuff over there, which creates that like impulse, that like jolt. And I've had lumbar injuries, so I know there's some stuff going on there. Ribs feel pretty crazy right now.
In a bad way? Good
No,
way,
just
and a kind of
just a weird way. Like it's like I can feel like it's cold. Like my ribs feel cold. And sore already.
Ribs feel cold and sore.
I feel like a lot of this is probably from like walking around on crutches on that boot for 6 months when I blew my left ankle up. Good morning! Oh.
Yeah, all that leg pop. Maybe there is some, like
Yeah.
you're saying, like there's some impingement that's causing.
So what is lifting your legs up and just holding them? What is that? How is that helping?
So we're putting me in a different position where we're more lumbar flexed and laterally flexed. So if you think about it, like being on your back like this with your legs on the table, you're going to be more biased in extension.
Okay.
So you're going to be biasing more like posterior rib cage tissue and like more posterior like extensy tissue in the back.
Okay.
Whereas if you bring the legs up, you're biasing more of the anterior. So like front rib cage, front abdominal tissue, this stuff here. Yeah. Yep.
And then like me holding it, obviously, is just giving it, so it's not as hard for him.
Yeah.
Because it was like, we couldn't get into the position to test.
Yeah, I couldn't hold it up there. Well, that's the first time it hasn't popped.
Yeah. And you're getting now a little bit left versus before I was really just holding it up. I wasn't providing any walls or pushes. There we go.
And are you holding him completely up?
I don't know about completely, but quite a bit. Now he's getting it.
Okay.
Like, now he's getting it.
Okay.
But yeah, the whole time I was holding. I don't know. You feel like you're
I felt like that was way easier to get up there.
Yeah.
Stay up there.
I still was holding, some. So.
Yeah.
So, was this something, we just did 3. It still seems like it might be kind of intensive to try. We could try to test it.
We give it a test. I may do another one just because that was the first one where it actually felt like I had something. Yeah.
Let's just do another one.
Yeah. Well, there it is.
Mm-hmm. I can almost take my hands off at this point.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, dude. That is so cooked.
Wow.
Oh, those ribs feel like they're just done.
Hey, Dad.
Good morning.
We're just, you can come in and just like, we're gonna.
Next victim.
Yeah.
Party going on, huh?
Heck yeah.
Jazz is, we just. That's kind of perfect because we said we only wanted to do 2. And
Yeah,
so
that's
it's
great.
good.
That sounds
Good
about
muscle.
right. We can check quality. I have 3 good ones to do.
Yes, that's
Hip flex. I can do the lateral with the breath in. I can put my legs on the couch and slide it out to the side. Supported. Okay.
Would you still have me like lift it up, or are you gonna?
We can try without. Yeah.
Okay. Ready, go.
Yeah, it feels
There it is.
good.
There it is.
Yep. Okay.
Sweet.
Yeah, so those are 3 good ones.
Very good, Dad. Nice. Clear. So cool. Maybe we'll review at the end of today.
Yeah.
After my dad.
Sounds
our
good.
Homework and things.
Oh. Whew. I'm gonna walk this off for a second.
Yeah, do your thing.
Take my shoes off.
Yeah. This is my dad, by the way. Michael, Eva.
Hi. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, we don't have a ton
You
of the.
student or?
I am.
Yeah,
Wow.
start in the process. Usually have a couple other people, but it's kind of a quiet Saturday, so none of them showed. Nice. So.
I see why you were in Divine, huh?
Yeah. So. Jazz also is going to give me maybe a cutting from one of these guys. Yeah. How's that feeling now, Jazz?
Pretty good. Yeah. There's definitely. I'm just like. I know.
This one's sweet,
You,
right?
you got it. I have
Yeah,
a
that's
pot like
just-
this, only have things coming out, but it's way across the room.
Oh.
Where's this one from?
Yeah. I know this one. This vine is definitely struggling, so I think I need to probably cut it and repot
They're
it.
incredible. I had a friend, Larry, he had a house, and I spent the night one time when I was upstairs, and he goes, where is it?
Yeah.
It's downstairs.
Crazy.
It came up through the wall and
No
into this
way.
room.
Wow.
You know, and it's like, where is it?
It's so
Where the
wild.
water
Yeah, they
is
just-
downstairs.
It's so crazy. They just go. They just
Yeah.
keep going. Yeah. Yeah. It's definitely wanting the sunlight over there.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of like ivy.
Yeah. Right?
You can't stop it once it gets
No,
going.
I know. Yeah, dude. So a thought, just like a thought with that respiratory training. You know, now that I'm feeling it and experiencing it, there's definitely, I think, a consideration of allostatic load with something like this. Like it might be, you know, I threw out all the supine configurations as like, okay, these are all the supine configurations to do. But just having an understanding of how much load is being put on someone's system with an exercise like that,
Yeah, that's pretty intense.
there might be rationale to go, hey, let's go to like seated or, you know, doing something like, or picking the ones that maybe aren't as like high intensity for the person. I mean, I feel fine, but I'm just thinking about it now.
Now you've done, gone through
Yeah,
it.
exactly. In terms of like how much stress is being put on somebody's system. So, yep. Cool, man. Well, we're here to
Right.
try some stuff.
I'm gonna jump on the table there. I kind of filled them in on
Yeah.
Okay.
your stuff.
Yeah, can I take
Here's the report of findings.
Let me check this
Yes.
out real quick. Yeah.
Trigger finger carpal tunnel.
You can see right here.
Oh yeah.
It's all.
It's
I
inflamed.
had the massage yesterday, and she
Okay.
says she didn't think it's broken.
Okay.
I thought it might be. You
Was it from a recent injury or just?
you know,
Not sure.
when I ripped
He has a tear.
tendon tear here,
Okay.
and I had that examined and all, but I don't know when they happen. You know,
Okay.
I'm so into what I'm doing, I don't even
Yeah,
do it
for
till
sure.
later, you know.
How'd the separation on that right shoulder happen?
I was a teacher, and the kids we were playing ball, and a kid slid right in the middle of the field, and instead of landing on him, I jumped over him.
Oh, and then
landed on
boom.
my
Okay,
shoulder.
so some
And
compressive
that was
stuff
way
there.
back in the 70s.
Okay, gotcha.
And I've never had any problem from it.
So the right hand is the numbness hand.
Yeah, that one is, I had carpal tunnel, and I've had trigger release fingers, all that.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
when I had my left hand, because at night I would wake up and the pain was terrible for the carpal tunnel.
Gotcha.
And it was great. Then also my right side, and I went
Kicked
to my right
on.
side, and it was going the pain.
Gotcha.
But I lost the femurs, you know, right here, and these two.
Okay. Okay.
And I don't know if you can do anything, because I think he just
Yeah.
messed me up.
Yeah, it could have been. Yeah, he could have severed some nerve action. And we'll check it out and
Yeah.
see what's going on. How'd you smash your big toe?
Just,
Bam.
yeah.
Okay. And then throughout the back, is that multiple times?
When I was like 17,
Yeah.
I was a machinist, and instead of turning this way,
You did the
Yeah,
twisty
yeah,
thing.
yeah,
Okay,
twisty.
gotcha.
And every now and then it goes off, and then I carry my kids on my shoulders. I,
Yep.
you know, I had 50-year-old, and him.
Yeah.
And years later, I went to the backpack,
Okay.
but it just, I think. The doctor showed me that one of my cartridges didn't.
Yeah, disc is kind of compressed.
Yeah, it's
More lumbar stuff. More lumbar,
Yeah, right
low
here.
back. Yeah. Okay. And then worn cartilage. Is that? Are we talking?
That's what I was talking about there.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, so that's the that's
He didn't know where it was when I asked him.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, I don't know exactly where it is.
But it's more lumbar.
Yeah, and it's like, you know, the cartridge is supposed like that, and it's more like that.
Okay.
And every now and then, so I did a lot of stomach,
Yeah.
and that just took care of it.
Nice. Okay.
Which I don't do anymore, but
Yeah. Is it more at an angle the slip, or is it more front to back? Side, right side. Okay. Okay. Cool.
You know, I played soccer, and I hyper-extended and
Yeah.
hyper-flexed my right, but the left is where I'm getting the problems.
Gotcha. Left knee,
Actually, just the left leg.
left whole leg.
When I'm exercising with Eli, I'm doing the
Squats.
squats.
Where you
Oh,
squat like
machine,
this.
yeah.
You know, I do my left, and I can only do like 10 pounds.
Gotcha.
With my right, I could go to 20, 30
Okay.
easily.
Equal weight distribution.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Sweet, man. Well, let's check this stuff out and see what we got going on.
Okay.
Cool. Let me check sessions real quick.
There's not really. I realized I didn't actually have that much
Okay.
in there.
Oh, let's see what you.
This is the.
Yeah. Let's
We
just
looked
see
at-
what you got here.
We did pelvic. We tried pelvic floor. It seemed like, and that was one thing. I was like, I can't tell if he's getting pelvic floor, and he wasn't sure if he was
Got
getting
you.
pelvic floor, and then we didn't really.
Okay.
We tested a bunch of things, but nothing came back.
Cool.
Low quality.
Low quality. Okay.
And so I didn't write anything down.
Okay. No problem. Okay. Yeah, man. Whichever way you want to go on the table, I'm gonna have you flop on there and.
I'm gonna go this way.
Cool. I like it. And then we'll kind of see what's going on. Do you wanna check the SARS? You want me to?
You
want me to go for
yeah,
it?
I'll see
Okay.
if you find-
So you're familiar with kind of the SARS thing that we were doing, where you're sliding your leg out, we're pushing on you. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's give those a try. I'm gonna have you bring this leg out to. Let me show you here. Relax for a second. Thank you. Slide your leg out just directly to the right, kind of keeping your. Yeah, exactly. Does that feel okay?
Yeah.
Come back in. Let's go about halfway out. Yeah, hold that position. I'm gonna try and push you towards the door. You're gonna try and push towards the desk. Okay. Ready, go. Good. How'd that feel?
Fine.
Cool. Bring it back in. Same thing other side. Pushing towards the door. I'm gonna try and bring you to the desk. Ready, go. Okay, so that's low quality.
Can I test them?
Yeah, absolutely.
So there again, ready, go. Alright, let's do this side so I can compare it. Ready, go. On this side. Ready, slide it up. Keep there. Ready, go. Okay, I see. Really good.
I felt it that time.
Yeah. And this right here, just to kind of throw some line of force action, this is going to create a little bit of rotation, which is going to allow him to externally rotate, which means he could pull the external rotators into the equation. Whereas if we get out here, keep your leg to the left, ready, go. I mean, he's done.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Okay. So that might be something where you might have been getting like a false negative there. Yeah. Okay. Rotate this leg in and then lift that. Yeah. Keep it up there, up and to the right. Ready, go. So a little jumpy positionally.
Yeah, that's the kind of stuff
Okay.
I've seen before.
Okay, and then same thing here. Ready, go. And rest. Good. And then let's do this one again as well. Rotate in, lift up and out. Ready, go. So that one feels low quality to me. This one feels higher quality. Rotate in, lift up, ready, go. They're both a little jumpy.
Yeah, what do you do with that jump? What do you think about that jumpiness? Can you try it one time for me, Dash? So I can lift up out, keep it there. Ready, go. If you call it, you can relax. Ready, go.
You can check that left one, or right one again. Rotate in, lift, yep, ready, go. Yeah, so they're kind of in the medium realm. So it means that there's something from a signal production standpoint or stability standpoint that's not working.
So it's still like worthwhile, like kind of examining
for
and not
sure.
just high
Yeah.
quality and move on.
No, I mean there's something going on there. It's just it's not really grounds to like stop the assessment.
Okay.
But it's definitely significant.
Would you just call both as high quality, but both were kind of jumpy, or would you say that?
I would say
already-
they're low quality.
Both of them were low quality? Okay.
Yeah.
But still keep going.
Yeah, and I would kind of make a note that the left felt better than the right.
Okay.
And I'd write jumpy. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna have you keep this arm down on the table, and then I'm gonna try and pick it up. Okay?
Yeah.
Ready, go. Yeah, good. High quality.
What's the decision to, even though there's jumpiness, to keep going?
It doesn't feel like he's not able to maintain joint position. It just feels like there's something funky going on.
Okay.
But it doesn't feel so. Two reasons. One, for that reason, it doesn't feel like he's just a mashed potato.
Okay.
And then the second thing, for what we're gonna be doing today, I need more data because I can't make a very sound decision off of something that feels minorly low quality.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Yep. Keep this arm down. Ready, go. Yeah, it's good. Okay. Cool. I'm gonna have you flip on your stomach, and then we're gonna go leg raises.
No pain with any of that stuff, yeah?
No.
All right. Lift this leg up to the ceiling. Ready, go. Good. How'd that feel?
Fine.
Same here. Ready, go. Good. How'd that feel?
Fine.
Perfect. I'm gonna have you flip on your back. This felt fine. Yep. Okay, so this one I'm gonna have you cross your arms like this. Yep. And then you're gonna go this leg up in the air and drop the foot on top of your thigh here. Yeah, perfect. Does that feel okay there?
Yeah.
Okay, and then I'm gonna have you spin your lower half so the pelvis. Yeah, you got it, man. Keep this over here into my hand. Ready, go. Rest. Okay. And let's try that one more. Yeah, let's try that one more time if that's okay. Did that feel okay to you?
Yeah.
Ready, go. Yeah, so he's ready, go. Ready, go. Okay, so we're losing that. So he's doing a lot of anchoring through that knee.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you feel that too? Kind of your tendency to want to hammer that left ankle down into the table?
No. But
Okay. Yeah, I'll show you again there. That's kind of why I took this out of the equation. So bring your leg around. Yeah, same test there. Oh no, I'm sorry. Same leg, same test.
Just so you did. Yeah.
And then spin around. Ready, go. See how you're pulling hard through this leg here?
Oh yeah.
So this is The thing about this test is it's kind of more of like an abdominal pelvic rib cage test. So we see this.
That's why I'm feeling it here.
Yeah, that's where you want to feel it. It's just that the compensation pattern or the usage to stabilize and support yourself is through you driving your knee and leg into the ground versus kind of using more of this tissue here.
Okay.
So you want to try that? You want to try using this and spinning around here?
Okay.
Yeah, so think about squeezing this stuff. Yeah. Ready, go. Ready, go. Yeah, so that gets squishy. Okay.
So you're just lifting this.
Yeah, I'm just removing the ability for him to hammer that leg into the ground.
Okay.
Yep. Okay, so low quality there. And then same thing here. Ready, go. Yeah, so he's got that. That feel easier?
Yeah.
Ready, go. See how you're not really doing anything here either?
Yeah.
Ready, go. Ready, go. You getting a little cramp in the inner thigh there at all, or is it feeling okay?
He says okay.
Okay, one more. Ready, go. Yes, he's much more responsive on that side. Okay.
So that's high quality?
Yeah. Yep, I'd say that's high quality.